Tony, big FA Cup tie live on the telly at home. How much are you looking forward to it?
Yeah. Listen, I think it's just a great challenge for us. I think it's, we could feel their quality in the first game. I think they're in their draw with Chelsea, did they move up to 6th in the Premier League? They're having an exceptional season. They made, 4 or 5 changes against us, and yet they're all the same players that they rotate in and out in every Premier League game, really. So we're expecting a similar sort of fixture. Very respectful of their talent and their quality, which is evident this season. They're not a struggling promoted team. They're a team in the top 6 in the Premier League and doing exceptionally well. So we understand the challenge and the test. For us, it is that really, go and challenge yourself to the event again, really, like we did at Craven Cottage, and we'll come out at either end of it. If we don't win, I don't think we should be seeing it as a crisis. I think it's just a great game for these young lads to go and see where they are, and see if we can repeat the consistency of the first game, where we give a really decent account of ourselves.
Does it give you the confidence that these lads can step up to that level as well?
I think with total honesty, it's easier to reach a really high level on a one-off football match than to consistently play week in, week out at that level. I think, as I said there, you can feel their positional quality, the way they move the ball around the pitch, and they all play in their pockets of space, and they all can handle the ball, and they all are athletic and technically gifted. It was a tough football match for us, and yet we did really well by reaching the heights that we got to on that day. We've just, however many days, 3 days after that, we went in a totally different football match against a team with real physicality and more directness, and having to put your bodies on the line. And now, a few days later, we're going back to a real technical team where we positionally have to be really good to try and stop them and ask some questions of them. So difficult to keep adjusting, and we'll have some decisions to make on the selection of the team, and half an eye on a league match that's at home, in a game that's Reading at home at the weekend, that we have to target to try and get 3 points, and so that it's just a balance of it, really, and how much can you go to the well with the same group of young players every match.
Obviously, if you win, it's Leeds next. Thoughts of 73, not only were these, obviously the team weren't born, probably most of their mums and dads weren't born 50 years ago. Yeah. Have they got any idea of the sense of history? Do you press it home with them? I
haven't, to be honest, because I know Leeds isn't even in my psyche at the moment. Fulham feels like a huge mountain to get over first. But I'm very aware of that cup final of 73, as I've talked about in this room, quite often. But I don't think the players, with total respect, we've got half a dozen young French players there. I'm not sure they've heard of Leeds United, never mind worry about the next game. I just want them to embrace what we're trying to do here, to feel emotional about our football club, to try and reach levels in their development that they, I hope, are enjoying, and that they don't mind some old guy shouting at them every now and then to run a bit faster and a bit harder. And but listen, we're doing all right. We can't sit here and think about the next round, because as I said, we've got a mountain to climb with a real top Premier League team in front of us, and we're trying to enjoy the occasion, and hopefully give the supporters who come and watch this game something to cheer about. And yet I'm hanging it out there, really, that this is a tough fixture for us, and but one that we've already shown that we can rise to the heights of our levels we can compete with.
And it's fine for me, you talked about selection. I'm guessing up front is the one that's going to give you your biggest headache.
Obviously Geldart can't play, he wasn't registered for this game. We have to find a way, as we did for 3 months early, when I first arrived. So we will hopefully have an attacking force on the pitch, that when we have the ball we can ask questions of them, and we can try and threaten their goal. It's less easy without a noted centre forward who likes to play down the middle and wants to play centre forward, and so but we will hopefully ask enough questions of Fulham that we can threaten their goal and see whether we can win the game.
Just a slight addition to that, you did play without a striker for a period earlier in the season. Does that help the team going into this match and this stretch without a striker? Are they a bit used to it?
Well, I think we've had a discussion on the training ground today about how we have to be able to threaten them. Really, we have to have people who run behind their back line and back defence. And when you've got players who naturally it's not their game, you've got to try and train their brains to actually threaten the space behind, because if it's not their natural game, it becomes more difficult. But yeah, I think we have the players in the squad that, if they know their job, they hopefully adapt their individual attributes to try and help the team find the performance that we need. And we need people to run in behind and threaten the space behind if we're going to stretch Fulham and create the spaces for our technical players to play in. So we've done the work on it. Let's see whether we can bring it to the match day and as I said, try and find a performance similar to the one in the first game, where we know we played against a good team, but we also give them problems and created chances.
You did say after that draw that you could probably have done without the replay. Now it's upon you. Yeah. How are you feeling about it?
Still the same. I think we could have done without the replay. It's I just feel so we're in a period now where we have a game Wednesday tomorrow, and then we got Saturday, then we got Tuesday, then we got Saturday, then we got Tuesday, then we got Saturday, and if we were to win this game we'd have Tuesday and then we'd have Saturday. So with a squad where we're probably going to have a 15-year-old on the bench again and maybe two 17-year-olds on the bench, it's it's stretching our squad with the injuries we've got. And for this game there's some players ineligible to play, not registered because they weren't available for the first tie, so they're not available for the replay. We're just a bit short for this game, but it's a great opportunity for some young players to feel the atmosphere of playing at the Stadium of Light.